What's up, everybody? My name's Chris Marshall with my boy Frank G. We are the hosts of Build Your Empire podcast. Frank G, tell the people what we do.
What's going on, everybody? Chris and I, we discuss established empires while showcasing us building ours.
Really care. If you're good people, I fuck with you.
Absolutely. Good vibes is all we need.
Yeah, like shout out to Jim, who's not named Jim.
Jim 32 Hundo. You see, we have another review.
Did we?
Oh, you didn't see it?
Nah, is his name Frank G?
Nah, man. Nah. I guess this is the time we could quickly. So these are the people that we would.
Yeah, we gotta give monster shout outs. We gotta give shout outs to Jim. I think his name's Alex. Maybe I'm wrong there.
That is Alex.
I remember you saying his name's Alex. So monster shout out to Alex. Monster shout out to old Tom back in the Dizzy. Monster shout out
Tom.
to Lexi.
Tom wrote on the skyscraper, right? That was that guy?
Yeah. Tom's dope. Not telling those guys to fuck off because I'm with their endeavors. Whatever dream they want to pursue, I'm right there. Give me a call. Anyone, give me a call. I'll give you my time.
So, we have a second 5-star review on iTunes, Apple Podcasting.
And we're killing it, to be honest. I mean, we barely even promote, and we got like 7 5-star reviews.
Yeah, man. So this is a must listen with $4. All right, I'm gonna totally butcher this, and I do apologize, and just know it's all out of love. And correct me in the comments. However, Yehuda P, Yehuda.
I don't even know who Yehuda P is, but shout out to Yehuda because I'm with not only one money sign, not two, not three.
He knows it too.
But 4 money signs.
Yeah, he knows it, man. Yehuda, this podcast is fire, and these dudes are hungry. So many golden nuggets for up-and-coming entrepreneurs.
Woo! I had lobster tonight, baby.
Real, concrete, tactical advice from amazing players.
This makes me want to go to my millionaire.
Well, we'll get there. It's coming. The stocks episode were on target. Dudes are knowledgeable, and they break it down for you easily to understand.
Damn. Okay. So now I feel like that review was so good that I have to bring the heat right now on the intellectual property of podcasting, of marketing, of branding, of just making that cash.
Bring the heat.
Look, man, I know for a fact I'm going to make a shit ton of money, and I know for a fact I'm going to inspire a shit ton of people in doing so, and neither of them actually matter. Well, definitely not the money part. The money, yeah, I mean, that's super helpful.
It's pretty important in life, yeah. Motivation, I mean, that's kind of like a legacy.
It is. I mean, my 2 legacies is 1, to have a family, and then 2, to essentially show people that you can be self-made by being self-made. I mean, I said earlier today on the gram that if you're going to my profile to be motivated, you essentially have a fucked up mindset, right? You're fucked up. You shouldn't be going to like The Rock or Will Smith to find a little bit of motivation. Well, you should be able to have that instilled in you and use that as like a hot resource.
Yeah, but as in like this is something you could just go to if you need to.
Look, I could see where you may be slightly confused here where like, I myself also go to those characters and other respectful people and get motivation.
Not on a daily basis though.
I don't need to do that, and it's not just momentum. It's not just for that one time present. You're hyped up for an hour and then it fades out. Like my shit's burning. It's burning the inside. Yeah, dude. Burning. That's why lately I've been having indigestion, and this probably is the cause.
So I know of lately you've been having indigestion, and very interesting that you related to this.
It makes sense, to be honest.
I
gotta go to the doctor. I got indigestion. Oh, do you have any idea why? What have you been eating? It's just burning inside of me. I'm just hungry. I'm motivated. Let's go.
Oh, man. Well, I guess it's good indigestion then.
Yeah. I mean,
Could be eating a little too much hot food, though.
I'm trying to cut down on the hot food, but for those who are listening right now, fundamentally, I hope you understand what we are doing here. All right. I mean, it's a simple principle I created a long time ago, and that's an audience plus engagement equals conversion. So what does that mean? That means if we provide you value on multiple outlets, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, doesn't matter, podcast form, find your thing. When you find your thing, you communicate the shit out of your message, thinking about the end consumer. If you help the end consumer for years and years and it compounds, what's going to happen?
They're just going to love you.
They're going to love you. And it's not like you're trying to sell them. I mean, we make a living off
you're
being salespeople.
Building a relationship.
You're building loyalty. You're building building adoration. And that is the game. So every day you got to come on here and bring the heat, that indigestion, I call it.
That indigestion.
Now, what's going to happen is eventually when you have an audience that's large enough, that's engaged enough, you can monetize that audience. And monetization is also hard as fuck.
So what's the Tums in this equation?
The Tums is the solution.
The solution.
Just like the solution really is the answer.
Would you like to explain that a little more thoroughly?
I mean, to be honest, I stuttered a bit because I had to think off the cuff, but I did pretty well. Look, the solution and the answer is the same thing.
Yeah.
And I guess the solution and the answer is the end result.
Sounds like you're saying a lot of something that means nothing.
The end result is simple, my friend. The end result is winning.
The end result is winning. Those are the motivating words you'll see when you go to Christmas.
All right, but what is winning? I mean, winning for me is ultimately having. Yeah. Of course, each person could. I mean, winning, I guess, is happiness, but it's
winning is health.
Well, yeah. I mean, that contributes to my happiness.
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah. If you asked me, would you rather be unhealthy and happy or healthy and unhappy? I want to be healthy.
You're gonna be healthy and unhappy? What if the unhappiness eventually contributes to like your downfall?
That definitely does happen.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
That's like a trick question. That's like
yeah. But the winning, I mean. For the sake of our podcast and us speaking business-minded, the winning is financial freedom. And financial freedom is us moving and maneuvering the way we want to and making a living off it to feed our families.
Not working for someone else's dream, essentially.
But your dream may be to work for that company in which you love so much. However, when you understand how corporate works, you're just a cog in the system. Very problematic.
And maybe that's not the end journey for your dream, and it's just that you have to go through that, trial in the company.
I love my company. Maybe you can do both. You may be able to do both. You need 7 streams of income, theoretically, to be a millionaire. And one of them is essentially to have a job.
Yeah, the first stream of income that you probably have had. I guess maybe if your mom and daddy set yourself up on the side.
So I mean, look, if we're just putting out podcasts weekly, we stay consistent. 4, 5, 6 years pass, and now before you know it, 4, 5, 6 years pass. We're still working at our respected companies, and we're still loving it. We're respected there. We're making a ton of money because we still have jobs now, which says a lot for this current climate. And maybe we don't want to leave. We love it there, but we love doing what we do. But it's good to know that, hey, you're not binded by paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, well, I'm going to assume that eventually one of those 7 streams of income may take over like a job like that, where you probably can't put in 40 hours a week if you own a business anyway, at another business.
I don't know. I tell you what happened with the coronavirus certainly ramped up innovation by 3, 4, 5 years. I mean, people are going to be working remote all day.
Well, yeah, that's going to cut costs in business in the future, regardless. I mean, people travel, rent for buildings.
I was thinking today. I was speaking to my father. He was saying how he has like a spine issue, a back issue, and he's thinking right away that it was because he lifted weights his whole life. He's 70 years old. I'm like, no, that is not it, baby. But I doubt it.
If you squat, maybe.
I don't know. I never seen him squat in my 30 years of living.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't think if you're doing a try workout, your back's gonna hurt.
I don't think that was the case. I think the case was, oh, this makes sense. You worked a 9-to-5 white collar job 40 years, and he looked at me like, no.
And he took the bus.
I was bitching. I was bitching to you for 2 years that my back was hurting because I've been taking the bus and doing 9-to-5.
Yeah,
since I've been home, I'm fine.
Yeah, we've certainly discussed the stresses and hardships that commuting to work. We had an episode on this once where we spoke about the stresses of work right before everybody literally kind of got furloughed.
Oh yeah.
Like, yo, about that, I don't even. Yeah, we weren't like
everyone lost their job after that.
We didn't even promote the episode because all of a sudden everybody lost their job. So it's like, well, now you can't bitch about what other people are bitching about because everyone's now not working.
Yeah. Well, I guess they just got to find the indigestion, to be honest with you. Figure it out.
Well, I mean, obviously a lot of companies during the coronavirus had to do that. Apparently hundreds of Starbucks going out of business, but I think they have a plan behind it all. But yeah, if you didn't innovate if you didn't go digital or I guess to recent technology, you probably.
Look, many people just sat there and I've spoken to
some. The quarantine 15?
Maybe. But I've spoken to individuals and they've sat there and they said how, I don't want to go back to work. I want to figure out what my passion is and what I love and then go wholeheartedly into that. And in my head, I did it. I've done it. It doesn't work like that. You still have to go back into the workforce. You still have to learn how big corporations work to implement in your own small little side hustle. And you still need a relevant paycheck to put money on the side to fucking invest in yourself.
You need a stream of income before you if your idea hasn't taken off anyway, you need a stream of income.
Unless you are nasty, but like it is hard to be. I'm nasty. I'm nasty at sales. I was on my own. I couldn't sell a damn thing.
Now, on the other hand, I've spoken to people I've spoken to those people and I've spoken to people who were like, I don't want to go back to work at all. This is great. I'm home getting paid almost probably a little bit more.
I know. I got paid today. It looked like I didn't get paid.
Wait, you already spent it, you saying?
I guess. I don't know. I'm like, did the numbers change in my bank account here? Barely changed.
It's one of those weeks, dude.
Tight.
It's all right. Your fire will keep burning.
Oh, that indigestion hasn't stopped, baby.
Yeah, well, you're just like your father though. You were also commuting. I guess now you're not. So that's something.
That's why I know I had back problems, and now they're already alleviated. So I'm pretty sure that's the correlation there.
Oh, your back's good after probably 3 months of not even going on the damn bus.
My back's fine. I haven't bitched to you about my back at all.
Yeah, it's true. Usually you posture. You said something about your posture.
I bought a back brace because I'm conscious of my posture. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, I've seen those guys. It's not. You feel bad for them, but you certainly don't want to be them.
And I'm broad, like.
So you'd be like real low, sinking real low to the ground if your back.
And I'm a low rider, but I do like to be high sometimes.
I see what you did there.
I ain't saying nothing. Don't you be a tattletale.
But apparently that's it nowadays. You can check our last episode out.
So I I actually thought about having a contest as well against me versus you, where we have to make $1,000. Originally, I thought $5,000, but then our kid said that would take like a month. He was like, let's do 1,000. So I was like, you know what? Me and you should have a contest where we have a side hustle where we have to earn $1,000, but we can't do it from our respected jobs, which means you can't go and flip stuff from your job. That don't count.
So it has to be a new
It has to
concept.
be like, it would have to be essentially a new concept. And I'll even let like selling shoes on eBay count, but they can't be your brand.
Yeah, well, clearly I'd be able to sell. You'd be taking
it's not fair.
A stream of income right out of the equation from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you're the one with the 200-300 pair Yeezys in your damn closet.
I just bought those things. I didn't even put them on my feet, and I am not selling those. Those are not for sale. Unless you want to give me $600, I'll sell it to you right now.
I was gonna say it sounded like you would just try to sell them. Kid goes, I didn't put them on my feet once.
Yeah. I didn't know I was going into a pitch, to be honest. That's how good of a salesman I am. I was getting ready to pitch it without even wanting to pitch it.
I mean, due to my innate nature to be competitive, that sounds like a very good idea.
Yeah, I know. But then I thought to myself, I don't know if I want to do another side hustle on my side hustles just to see who could make $1,000.
I mean, essentially, you're just telling yourself you don't want to make $1,000.
And it will all have to, I guess. And it would all have to be, well, the way I would make $1,000 though would be more gambling, I guess. And it all has to be recorded. It all has to be recorded.
Now, if you lose, you could end up losing thousands.
This is correct. So it would be a very good sample size. So if I become a day trader, you know, Chris Trader Joe over here.
I think, not to interrupt, but I think we should do this anyway because the episode we discussed in the beginning was to quickly make $1 million. So why not show them how to make $1,000?
Bro, my $1 million is like a 10-year plan, and that's based on an audience that I'm growing to provide value to them monetize.
Okay, and if you're reselling, this is all an audience that you probably already have that you're reaching out to.
Are we talking revenue or profit?
That's a good question. I wasn't really
because then I'd buy a bunch of hats and flip them real quick.
That's gonna take you probably forever, and it counts till they all get to wherever they're going. Probably.
It counts until the money's in my Venmo or PayPal.
Yeah. So I guess I don't know if we want to spoil the details, but how many hats is for $1,000?
Well, you're talking revenue. So
revenue.
If I sell each hat $30, what is that? 3 is 100, so it's 30 hats, 39 hats to be precise. Maybe 33 hats.
And I guess it does become tricky because you're spending money to sell the money as well.
Of course, that's not profit. I mean, I'm gonna make like $10 a hat, so that's not really $1,000.
Yeah.
But like, what would be $1,000 is trying to figure out shit around your house and try and flip it using, I guess, e-commerce, which means we would have to sit there and learn how to do eBay, which would make us learn another.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds like a pretty good idea. I mean, I essentially do that at work, but it's like I already have it like a system, so it's not like
so what you're saying is you're a step ahead of me already, so it should be $1,200 for you and $1,000 for me.
I don't know. You're the one with the concrete
I don't know.
plan.
You're the one saying you have all this intel.
You already got this concrete plan with your hats.
Oh no, that was off the cusp. That was off the cusp.
You got to sleep on that one.
Bro, look at behind you. You got all those pops. You could just sell them pops.
Those were unwanted by an angry, ex-girl.
Pull out a look at all the ex-girls out there.
Yeah, I got a couple bottles up there, but it's been a while since they've been touched.
Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure this is a long episode right here.
We're probably on 25, 26 minute mark.
Oh, I think it's more than that. But I think we're at 31 minutes potentially. But yeah, so I guess I told everyone I needed to tell fuck off. And then I guess I went slightly into my $1 million plan. And then I guess I went into this challenge that I thought about. I don't know. It would be interesting for any users or listeners or viewers to see how we hustle. I mean, if you're sitting there saying you make no money and then I turn around and make $1,000, then I could look at you a little funny.
Yeah, I think it would. I mean, it would be great if people even gave ideas on how to make $1,000. I'll take one of your ideas and do it right now.
Sell my hats.
This was essentially going to be the promo for this episode.
Oh, I see what you did there. I was just trying to, I guess, get you to sell my hats.
Yeah, makes sense.
If you sell my hats, and technically that goes on my end, not yours. Well, it goes for both, I guess.
I mean, I'm selling it.
I get a wholesale, so I guess I get some off it.
Sounds like we need a referee here. Think about all these.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Man. I tell you what, though, I'll sell you this pen.
That's a Sharpie.
I did.
Sell it to me. Yeah,
man.
What book are you gonna write with that one?
Hey, man, I tell you, I've been writing a book my whole life with that one.
Yeah, we all been writing our own book, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I say life is a book, and, you just write the chapters, and you create the narrative.
This one person told me once, and I said, what are they, like, up to? They're like, what, are you writing a book? Like, that was pretty rude, but okay.
Yeah, actually, my whole life is a book, and this is one chapter that I guess I'm just guessing.
Yeah, and I guess this is the untold chapter, I guess.
Yeah, I guess this got scrapped. The publisher didn't want this part.
Oh, another way to make you millions. Maybe you write a book in your life.
All right. So if we do this contest, and I guess we'll have a week to decide while we make these rules, and maybe we get a little people involved and we can hear some feedback. Day trading does count, but you do have to put the trades. And if you do the trades, then you are preparing for the losses. You can't not put the losses.
Absolutely. So
yeah. So if I put, $2,500 on Amazon and I lose $200, then I gotta write that.
Yes, essentially, you brought up gambling in the beginning, and I was like, well, that doesn't.
Yeah, it's gonna be my gambling right there.
Yeah, that's safe for gambling. I'll give you that.
No, it ain't. Same shit. It's roulette.
Roulette's one of the best odds.
I sure lost a lot of money.
Well, maybe you didn't know what you were doing then.
Yeah, one time I was in this casino, and they had one table in the whole casino had 3 greens on the board. And I'm sitting there playing there for like an hour. And I'm like, why are there 3 greens? And they're like, hey, well, it's the only table in the casino that has 3 greens. I'm like, well, that makes no sense. I lost a lot of money on the greens.
The double zero, the zero?
Yeah, they had 3. Normally they have 2.
Goodness.
It was the Aria in Vegas.
Oh, I got you. I see what you're saying. It was a different setup. Well, yeah. Certainly don't think gambling is going to be a part of your $1 million success, at least not primarily.
No, but it may be a part of my $1,000 winnings. And with that, I guess I'm going to continue to drink my Savion, and I'm going to probably brainstorm on how I guess I could make $1,000 and how we could write these rules and see who makes $1,000 first, me or Frank G. Who's going to make $1,000 first, me or Frank G?
Frank G.
Chris.
All right, we'll see, man.
Yeah.